everybody, happy Monday, and thanks for joining us here on 9 News Watch, 9 News Weather. Meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and we are looking at a fairly stormy forecast as we head over the next little while. We do have the few chances for some more showers and storms as we get later on through today as well as into tomorrow. We'll see that chance for those storms really kind of linger throughout the weekend. Your 4th of July, unfortunately, does look a bit stormy with some slow-moving storms. Let's start things off by showing you here some of these showers and storms. They do continue to pivot the way on through the region. We've seen some of these kind of continue for the last little while, and we do have that possibility for some more of those storms as we get later on through the afternoon into the evening time frame. Current temperature right now in Denver, we are looking at those temps still in the upper 60s. That is probably quite a bit on the kind of cooler side for this time of year. We continue that theme of those temperatures, generally speaking, running about 10 to maybe even 15 degrees below where they should be for this time of the year. But taking a look also, by the way, outside, we do have those temperatures that stay on the cool side through the remainder of the evening. Look at that. We drop down into the mid-50s for tonight with that chance for some of those showers and storms to continue. Winds a little gusty at times, south at 10 to 15 miles an hour. At sunset at 8:31 p.m. That is only 1 minute earlier than our peak sunset, which was early last week. Meantime, that forecast for today, we keep those showers and storms around, and they'll be mainly concentrated in the mountains and the foothills. Though Denver, we do have a chance for some showers and storms here through mid to late afternoon. Then tomorrow, we would do it all over again. Maybe a bit more concentration as we get into tomorrow with those showers and storms more into the mountains, also the far eastern plains. Looking at some of those storms, Denver and the I-25 corridor, we're kind of in between, but we do keep some of those shower and storm chances around for tomorrow. I would say probably for today and tomorrow, a slightly lower chance than what we had over the weekend. Of course, in particular, Saturday was pretty stormy around the Front Range. It does look like today and tomorrow that we'll see some shower storms around, some in the foothills primarily, but for Denver, Colorado Springs, and the immediate metro areas, I do think we'll see a lower chance both today and tomorrow. That said, for tomorrow, we do have that chance for shower storms around. We stay on the cool side, running about 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. We'll be about 76 to about 78 throughout most of the metro. Maybe some spots closing in on 80 degrees in some of our warmer areas. But again, generally speaking, we are going to be running a few degrees below average and close to about 10 degrees below normal, normally about 86, 87 this time of year. Now, I'm going to quickly look here at the weekend because, of course, we are looking at the 4th of July and the holiday weekend. And it does look like we'll be around average in terms of those temperatures, but of course the big question is, will we have some issues here from Mother Nature in terms of those fireworks celebrations, those outdoor barbecues? Unfortunately, I would say the answer is yes. And what I'll say about the forecast for this weekend, I've been kind of keeping a close eye on this one. It looks like we'll be seeing some kind of slow-moving showers and thunderstorms, and ones that are just kind of crawling around. What that means is, if you get a storm, you'll know it, and it'll probably wash out a few fireworks shows. I hate to say that, and the chances look pretty equal for both Saturday and Sunday, but it does look like we're going to have some issues in terms of those fireworks shows coming up this weekend. Probably a slightly higher concentration of those in the mountains, but again, where you do get a storm, you'll know it, and there is a chance, by the way, for those shower storms in Denver and throughout the metro area. So, quick look at that forecast. We do keep those shower storms around, again, really for the remainder of the week. We do kind of dry things up a little bit for Friday and Saturday and Sunday. That'll allow those temperatures to warm on up for us a little bit. But, again, where we do get those storms, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you will probably know about them because there's going to be a fair bit of moisture around for the weekend. And so, again, where we do get just enough juice to fire up those storms, it'll soak a few areas. So, maybe a bit of an hit or a miss Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I would say this as well. Maybe I just took a bit more of the negative look on it. The positive and more optimistic view of it is that we should see most fireworks shows get off okay. It's just, again, going to be a bit more hit or miss for us. And of course, please keep in mind here, folks, this weekend, especially as again, the other side of the Continental Divide, that we are going to have quite a few in the way of fire restrictions, straight up fire bans, especially the further west and the further south you go throughout the state, where we do have those drought conditions in place. Again, the further west you go, the further south you go. And it might be hard to believe for us here in the Denver area, if you're joining us here from the Denver area, just how dry it is on the other side of the Continental Divide. We had such a wet spring in Denver and the I-25 corridor, but I mentioned this probably about 8 million times since I joined 9 News here a little over a month ago. Folks, the further west, the further south you go, it is just an awful, awful drought situation for us. So, again, any of those camping, outdoor plans, keep that in mind. Also, of course, with showers and storms around throughout much of the week, we could see some flood issues. I know we've had some of those around the Calwood, as well as the Cameron Peak fire scars, as well as the Grizzly Creek one along I-70. Folks, avoid those burn scar areas this weekend. If you are planning on doing some camping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, maybe even on Monday as well, just, again, avoid those burn scar areas. We are going to be looking at the potential for some flash flooding with these storms, and we've already seen that going back to the weekend. We'll see that continue throughout much of the week ahead. So that's a bit of an overview here in terms of what that forecast is looking like. I want to take a few of your questions. If you're joining us on Facebook, remember to drop those questions in the comments section below, and I'll try and get to as many of those as possible. And I know that the Rock is saying about the drought here, it is certainly something we wish we could get out of. And it's just an unfortunate situation for us here across the Front Range, where I should say across western and southern Colorado, where it's just been an awful, awful spring. Going back to last summer, we had what we kind of term as the monsoon. We had normally kind of July, August, September, we'll get these pop-up showers, storms, and we just didn't get that last summer. That started this drought. Then we just really didn't get a lot of snow or a lot of moisture throughout the winter. Meantime, in the Front Range, we got a totally different way of getting our moisture. We got storm after storm after storm. We got spoiled here in Denver, Colorado Springs, and eastern Colorado, but just not a whole lot of that on the other side of the Continental Divide. So that's the kind of overall situation here, and we do have a few comments here. Hello to Mickey and Christopher. I see people writing on in. Certainly appreciate all of you for watching, and definitely appreciate that. And hopefully, by the way, we all can maintain some relatively dry weather as we get into the weekend. I know it's on the drier side right now for most of us, but we do have some shower storms that will be likely for later on today. And it looks like that'll do it in terms of those comments and those questions. Appreciate all of you for joining us, and we'll have more details as we get closer to that 4th of July weekend. But for now, so long and have a good rest of your day. I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and thanks for joining us here on 9 News Watch.